What's up guys? Welcome back. We're gonna do something a little new on the channel today. Me and Chase both love our shoes, specifically Jordans and Nikes. It's kind of our thing. Chase has like, I don't know, 6 or 8 pairs of Jordans. So we're gonna be doing something no one has done on YouTube ever. Customizing Air Force Ones. Hey, what? People have already done that? Oh, okay. My sources say no one's done that yet. So we are the first to be customizing Air Force Ones.
Ha! Got him! Ha! Got him!
Just kidding guys, you guys know, you've seen the videos. Air Force Ones are classics, everyone loves them. This shoe also has gum in the tongue, which we will show you how to get that out. I'm gonna show you guys how to make your DIY sole sauce to whiten the soles. Get all this yellowing out of here. I'm gonna show you guys how to get rid of these creases. Creases are pretty bad. The stitching and everything else on these shoes, really nice. Most of the wear and tear on them is actually pretty nice. The creasing, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not good. We'll definitely be able to fix that up. So we're gonna show you how to make the sole sauce. We're gonna show you how to get this ice off here, or get this gum off here using ice. Most people probably aren't gonna have this problem. I'm gonna show you how to do it anyway, because it only takes a second. Then we're gonna show you how to get these creases out of the toe box. And then we are gonna customize these, and we're gonna do a little hydro dipping, but we're not doing the junky hydro dipping with paint. I cringe every time I see the people doing paint. It just ruins the shoes. It looks terrible. It's totally garbage. They're just red, white, dip. It looks like junk. Everything's all just clumped on there. I don't know why people do it. So we're gonna actually get the real hydro dip film. We need a little bit of your guys' help because we're trying to figure out, we're thinking about doing one orange flames and one blue ice. Or if we can't find anything that looks kind of icy or frozen, we're gonna do blue flames, red flames. Give it that fire and ice feel. So if you guys have any other comments or suggestions, go and put them down below so we know what you like to see. Because we're not stuck on the fire and ice yet. We're just trying to figure it out, see what you guys want. We're gonna do what you guys want to see. Stay tuned guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already joined the team, because that will be part of the giveaway entry rules if you decide that you like them. So if you're 9.5 and you want some custom Air Force Ones, yeah, 9.5, and you want some custom Air Force Ones, stay tuned. And did I forget to say, don't forget to hit that subscribe, and hit that bell, notifications, so you know when we are posting these bad boys. Don't forget to leave your comments down below because we really want to know what you guys think. So, I don't know if we're going to be giving these away afterwards. We might do a giveaway. I'm not sure. I'm just going to see how these come out, and if I'm happy with them, then I'll do a giveaway. What's up guys? I'm back to show you how to make the little bit of whitener for any of your icy soles that need to be whitened, or mainly it works really good on the yellowing on the Air Force Ones. You're gonna want to use a container that you're not going to be using again. Like don't use this container and then go put some food in it later. It's not going to be good. You're gonna have OxyClean in there, peroxide. You don't want to eat that. I'm using a plastic spoon just so I'm not using a metal spoon and then throwing away one of my metal spoons. So what you're gonna need is cornstarch, and just for the record, this is not my idea. There's like plenty of videos out there showing you how to make pretty much this exact same thing. I'm just kind of doing it since you're watching this video, so you already have the info. So you need cornstarch, saran wrap, hydrogen peroxide, a bowl and a spoon that you're not going to be using again, unless you're going to keep it for Soul Bright or, you know, Soul Sauce, Soul Juice, Soul Glow, whatever you want to call it. OxyClean. So we're going to throw in a couple scoops. Let's put in the peroxide first. Alright guys, now I don't have any measurements for this because just like a lot of the videos online that you find this kind of information, they don't have measurements either. They're just kind of winging it. So put on a little peroxide. What I suggest doing is start your batches small until you figure out kind of exactly how to make it, because it's a little tricky to do it right. Here in a second, we're going to mix this up and we're going to take it into the microwave. Let it microwave for just a second. The microwaving part is critical. 2 reasons. One reason, it thickens it up just a little bit, but you don't want to put it in the microwave too long because then it'll get too thick and it'll be kind of clumpy. Then you'll have to add more peroxide. It kind of messes up the mixture. So you want to put it in for about 10 to 15 seconds. I usually put it in for about 10 seconds, and then I'll see what it looks like. It'll usually have just a hair of liquidy, peroxide on the top still. Put it in for another 4 or 5 seconds. Then you want to go ahead and mix it around and add your oxy. So we'll show you all that in a second. So peroxide's in there. I'll take probably, this isn't a lot of peroxide, so I'm going to take one hefty scoop, 1 decent spoonful. Alright, now you'll see when you first throw this in here, it's going to be a little hard to stir. Kind of gets a little solid. You want to mix that around good. Seriously, it almost looks like milk. So you can see it's really liquidy still. Make sure all that cornstarch is pretty much basically dissolved to a liquid and there are no clumps. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna go throw this in the microwave for about 10 seconds at first, and then maybe another 5 if we need to. See you in a second. Alright guys, we're back. As you can see, it's still liquidy. It's not quite a paste. This was 10 seconds, guys, and the bowl is kind of hot, so you gotta watch it. Microwaving alcohol, peroxide, any type of those chemicals, sometimes not the best, but apparently you have to do it for this. Alright guys, so supposedly you only want to use a little bit of OxyClean. I mean, you can see I just barely put a little in there, because if you use too much, I guess it will make it clumpy and foamy and kind of jelly. And I did forget to mention a little bit ago, you do need a either a brush or a toothbrush to apply it. I am going to put just 1 little dot of peroxide in there because it's just a hair thick. Not too much, I don't want it watery. I want it nice and pasty so I can just put it right on there. Alright guys, mix it around good. You just want to dab it on. I like to be pretty liberal with it because I want it to do its job. I make sure I get down in those little lace or threads right there, because you want those threads to be nice and white. Blob it all on there. Now, when you're using like the real soul sauce, I believe you're supposed to just put a thin layer, but we're not using that. We're using a homemade concoction, so we want to kind of blob it on there and make it good. All right, guys.
Now we're just going to basically apply. I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over both sides and the bottom. Making sure that it gets down in those threads, because we want those threads right there nice and crisp white. Blob it all in there on the stars. We want those stars nice and icy. Get it in there in those threads. Alright. Make sure everything's nice and covered.
All right, let's shoot one. Alright guys, we're going to set these out in the sun for about 20-25 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes is what everyone always says. You just don't want the product to dry out. So, I kind of pat it down, mush it around a little so make sure everything's covered. Get everything whitened. I also got the gum out of the tongue. Just left a little bit of fuzziness from picking at it. I basically put a ice cube into a sandwich baggie and then I just held it on there and then I used some tweezers and kind of flaked it off and picked it off. And I did that about 4 different times because you gotta sort of freeze the ice, you gotta freeze the gum and then you gotta flake off kind of it basically freezes the gum and it makes it kind of flake off, and then you can pick some of it off too, but after like 20 seconds it's already pretty much thawed back out, so you gotta put the ice back on it, do that again. I had to do that about 4 times. You can still see the $8.99 just barely. I'm gonna use something else to try to clean that off, but yeah guys, look at that. Look at the stitching. Stitching's like perfect, brand new white all the way around. No more yellowing. Same thing on this one. Here, let me see if I can change this. There we go. Same thing on this one. Blob that stuff in between the stars, so every little dot in between all the stars are nice and clean. Next, what we're gonna do, you see we got a scuff here, got a couple little scuffs here, a little mess up there like a wrinkle in the leather. So we're gonna use some really fine sandpaper. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a little wrinkle in the leather too. We're gonna get all this stuff out before we basically customize them. I don't know how good it showed before, but they were super yellow. Like here's this brown quick trip napkin. I mean, they are almost like this. It was gross. Alright guys, one quick thing I wanted to show you that I'm going to do. It's going to be kind of hard to see, but I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do and then I'll show you basically kind of how they look. So if you look at this, if you look at see how the end of the swoosh is peeling up just a little bit and the leather's actually coming up apart. A lot of people don't realize that this is kind of like almost like 2 pieces in a way, but it's not. It's not 2 pieces, sorry. It just, this outer layer is a little different than the inside layer, I guess you could say. So, I'm going to show you how to fix that. It happened on all 4. Look at that one. I've already fixed it. Bam, crisp. Look at that one. Fix that one, crisp. Bam. It's kind of hard to show you this side because it's getting dark, but you can see it's nice and crisp now and glued down. So we're going to do that to these. I'm going to show you how you do it. All you need is a little bit of super glue, and this is key right here. You could use a toothpick, but I would really just use a safety pin. What we're going to do is just put the pin into the super glue for a second so that we can get some glue on it. And what I like to do is just start like this and just kind of clean the safety pin off. And then what you're going to do is you're going to slap a piece of tape right there. Start with the tape right here, push down and push this way so that it holds so that you're taping it and holding it down that way. So again, guys, you're gonna get glue on here, and you're just gonna basically, or you just get a little dab of glue on the end. Just put it right there, not too much. You don't want to blob it out. And then you push this down, hold it for just 1 second, and then you tape it. And then, bam. After an hour or so, even though it's super glue, I let it sit for a while. You pull it off. This one actually looked worse. You can see how it almost has a little crease on it. This one was worse than that one. Little dot of glue, little piece of tape, bam, nice and crisp. Alright, so what we're gonna do, I've been reading a little bit about it. I don't know if it's gonna matter or not. They always say to use the color of cloth that your shoes are, so that you don't get any dyes or anything come off the materials. But I've also heard or read that a t-shirt works better than like a towel. So you know what, we're gonna try it. And I was kind of reading around and looking around, couldn't really find anybody who was saying really if you should use hot water, cold water. So I'm just gonna go warm. Forgot, you do want to stuff the inside of your shoes to make them nice and plump and round. I get the shirt wet and then I wring it out really good. So it's just kind of damp. I mean, it's wet, but it's not wet.
Put that in there nice and tight.
Alright guys, so I think I got them about as good as they're gonna get. I know they're not looking super duper awesome so far, but a little recap of what we've done. We whitened the soles. They were nasty pea nicotine yellow. They were gross. So we whitened the soles. Not that you guys are gonna have that problem, but I showed you how to get that. Told you how to get the gum out in case you ever get gum on your shoe or anything like that. Anything that's kind of like, you know, stuck to the material or anything like that. We froze it with a piece of ice, picked it off, done that about 4 or 5 times. And then we stuffed the shoes with something to keep them nice and firm, and dampened a shirt, and we ironed them out a little bit. Now, on camera, they probably don't look that great because all our studio lights are catching every little tiny single wrinkle and everything. But in person, they're not too bad. They look decent. And by the time we hydro dip these bad boys, you aren't gonna notice all these creases. What's up, everybody? Just wanted to give you guys a quick update and a final thoughts before we end this video off. I'm gonna let you guys know what I'm gonna do off camera just because I'm not gonna show you the boring stuff. I'm gonna go through here with a lighter and just get some of these loose threads. You just kind of hit them up for like 2 seconds. Just kind of get some of the loose threads off. As you guys can probably see, there's still a little bit of dirt between where the laces were. So off camera, we're gonna do the thread cleanup with the lighter, and I'm also gonna do a ultra deep clean, where we're gonna clean the insides really good. The soles on these are pretty much glued in, so I don't want to mess them up by ripping them out. So I'm going to just clean these while they're in there. We're going to do a deep clean on the inside with some different products to try to get these nice and clean, smelling good, disinfected, ready for the hydro dip. So you guys need to stay tuned. Go ahead and hit that subscribe so you can be part of the family, part of the crew. Hit the bell down below so that you will be notified when we do the hydro dipping. We're going to move this channel a little bit different direction, maybe. Me and Chase both like the shoe stuff, so we might be moving that in that direction. You know what I'm saying. Like I said, be sure to subscribe, hit the like, hit that notification so you know when we post. And the next time you see these bad boys, we're gonna be hydro dipping them. But as I mentioned earlier, we're not gonna hydro dip them with the paint. I don't like that. I've never seen some up close, but I know even the ones I've seen on YouTube where the guys seem like they tape them off perfect, they you know, multicolor, all that stuff, they prep it right, it still looks clumpy to me and gross. It doesn't look good. The finish doesn't look right. So we're actually going to buy some real hydro dipping film, and then we'll show you guys that. That will be in a video coming up pretty quick. Once again, guys, appreciate you guys so much. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, join the team. Until next time, pound it.